welcome to a new unboxing. Today I am super excited to unbox my new Canon lens. Before we get into it, and hopefully this isn't too annoying for those of you who actually want to see the unboxing and get the review of the product, I have to thank my Patreon patrons because without you guys I would not be able to afford a $1,000 lens. If you guys know me, you know I fucking adore increasing my production quality, and this is gonna fucking do it for me. So if you're supporting on my Patreon or supporting in any other way, fucking thank you. Anyway, today we have the Canon EF 24 to 105mm f4 IS USM lens with the lens case and lens hood. Before I go ahead and unbox this, I want to tell you guys why I chose this lens out of all of the other lenses. So one of my previous Patreon goals was to buy a DSLR so I didn't have to use my old camcorder, and what I bought was a Canon Rebel TI5. I was thinking, okay, all I need to do is get a DSLR, and then I was imagining having this amazingly sharp image with the awesome softness that a lot of the makeup channels have that I could use for my vlogs and also that I could take to events with amazing image stabilization. I did get a huge increase in my production quality when I moved to DSLR, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted. So I did my research. I was looking through makeup channels, I was looking through channels that do live content at events, and I found this amazing channel where it was just the most beautiful image quality, and I was like, that is all I want in my life. I go to her website and it says she uses my camera body and this lens, and I just kind of added it to my wish list and added it as a goal on Patreon. Flash forward to a few months later and I can actually afford the lens, so I actually do some research. Now let me tell you, as my 7+ years as a professional model, I have not nearly learned as much about photography as I learned in the last couple days doing research about this lens and which lens I should get. This lens is about 4 years old, maybe a little bit more, and it's also called a kit lens. And what that means is it comes stock with a bunch of the higher end Canon camera bodies. So anyway, a lot of people hate calling it a kit lens because how high quality it is. From what I gather, it's basically just a staple in photography, especially videography. Videography, my trade. So let's talk a little bit about the name real quick. L is the luxury line in Canon lenses. It's identifiable by this red ring right here, and let me tell you how important that red ring is. In my entire years of modeling, I've only shot with one person who didn't have the red ring lens. That person was a fan. So basically, red ring lens compared to non-red ring lens is the difference between being the biggest noob ever or a hobbyist to a serious hobbyist or a professional. To put it more into perspective, my dad has a red ring lens and he just shoots pictures of like flowers and shit for fun. I think that covers a good chunk of knowledge that we need to get through before we actually open this box. Not really much to speak of on the box. It's pretty barren. It just, you know, talks about what it actually is as a product. It doesn't really have that many specifications on it either, other than the information you can already gather from the name, like the zoom range and the f-stop and the series. So let's just open this shit. Oh, I'm so fucking excited. In the very top here, we have this little piece of cardboard that comes out, and we've got some ads and item and warranty information, the manual, and some software for EF lenses. This is what it looks like underneath all that. This cute little lens bag. Now, to speak on the durability of this product, there's another person who reviewed it who is literally just throwing it around saying how durable it is. So while a case is always good, I'm really excited to have a lens that seems so fragile yet is so durable. Not that I'm actually gonna be throwing mine around. In here, we're gonna pull this out and we're gonna see the lens. We've got the lens hood, which looks like this. On the inside, it's got this like rough matte area. And here it is. Nothing left. I'm actually gonna get closer to you guys to show this off now. We've got image stabilization, which I am in love with because all of the content that I made at my PAX Prime event last year was fucking awful with my other lens. We've got the zoom. The zoom feels kind of stiff, but that was one of the reasons that I actually bought this instead of the newer version. And another reason why I like it better than my current lens, the stock lens with the Rebel TI5. I like that it's not actually gonna move around if you're holding it upside down. The manual focus is a lot easier to move and will continue to move if you've gone all the way either way so that you don't break it. Lens cap is the pinch version, so you can get it off when the hood's on. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. So beautiful. I honestly don't really know much else about products like this, but now that I have my own high-end lens, I'm super excited to learn. One thing to note is that I've read a few people thinking that an L-series lens is a little bit too much for a Canon Rebel TI5, but I also read opposing arguments saying that the Rebel series camera bodies borrow a lot of parts from the 60Ds, so it shouldn't be too much of a stretch. A few people have also had the problem with it not macroing well. I can't speak to that yet. Alright guys, I'm back and here's my old lens. I have now completely replaced this lens with the professional L-series lens, and I hope it looks better. I have no idea, I can't tell in the viewfinder. The only thing that I see right now in the viewfinder is that it does seem more colorful, which is nice because a lot of times with this lens I had to pump up the color quite a bit in post-production. It's also really cute how the lens is like making noises all the time, like really silent motor noises, and you can see on the indicators on the top that it's like doing work. I'm so giddy, I can't wait to get this footage on the computer. Anyway, I took a few pictures which I'll post side by side here of my wonderful wonderful model Shao Kahn. It seems pretty fucking good. Yay for better production quality! This is the lens that came stock with my Rebel T5i, and it's EFS 18 to 55mm. With image stabilization, it's much smaller than my new lens, and much lighter. The one problem that I do have with the new lens is I can't actually rotate my camera onto my ring light without taking off the lens first, so I'm probably gonna have to get a tripod that goes behind it or a bigger ring light. Small sacrifices for quality, right? I hope you guys liked the video and I hope it was informative. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and please ask any questions you have. I'll try to help as much as I possibly can. I want to help you guys make the perfect purchase, and I feel like this is a very solid lens that everyone has been using for at least the past 4 years. Videographers, photographers, it just seems like the solid choice. Bye guys, thanks for watching.